ago, I was waiting at the Park Street T-stop, waiting to meet a friend, and I started talking to this guy who was obviously drunk. He was actually carrying a bottle of vodka in his hand. I found out he was recently divorced and pretty much just lost everything. It seemed like he was probably at the lowest point in his entire life. I got to talking to him. He asked me if I was a Christian. I told him I was. He ended up telling me too that he had just seen his brother in Nashville, who is also a Christian, and they'd invited him to church, something that he decided he didn't want to do. We kept talking. He asked me if I had a Bible. I actually did have one in my bag, and I took it out, put it in his hands. We went over a little more, and he looked at me and asked me if I wanted to go to dinner and actually talk more with him about the gospel. At that time, I decided that it was more important for me to go out with my friend than to actually take time with this guy who was so low and actually talk to him about Jesus.
Just to see you mess around what you've done.
Looking back, I thought I was being the perfect Christian. I'd stop, talk to this guy who was drunk, put a Bible in his hand, and told him the good news and sent him on his way. But right now, I totally feel like I should have just stopped everything I was doing, called my friend, told him I wasn't going to be there to meet him, and just spent time with this guy to tell him about Jesus.
Oh, take it all away. I don't feel it anymore.
What would it have looked like if I had gone to dinner with that guy and gave him some of my time?
Oh, take it all.
Why is that so difficult for us? Why is it so hard for us to love our neighbors?
Oh, take it all.
What would it look like for Harbor of Hope to invest our time and resources into the community?
Fall just like stars being hung by